rough to come to.
Okay. One thing I'd say, I know it's tough last game, but keep some enthusiasm to your voice.
I was like scrambling because I only had a picture of the roster. I had no stats or anything, so I was just like scrambling all around trying to get
Oh,
stuff.
that's rough.
It's my first time doing it too.
Yeah.
No, yeah, I'm definitely gonna work on it.
As we together give reverence and honor to God and country with our opening prayer and playing of the national anthem, to lead us in our prayer is Kapaun School Chaplain Father Curtis Hecker.
In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit, amen. Almighty God, Father, Son, and Holy Spirit, we thank you for this day, and we thank you for each of these athletes that you brought here to compete tonight. Lord, we ask you to bless them, to keep them safe from injury and harm, and to allow them to play with the true spirit of sportsmanship, that they can give you honor and glory as they exercise the gifts and talents that you have given to them. And we ask all of this as we pray in the words that our Lord has given us. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. Amen. Our Lady of Mount Carmel, pray for us. Father Kapaun, pray for us. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen. Please remain standing for the playing of the national anthem.
Now, time to introduce tonight's starting lineups. First up for the visitors from Wichita East, please welcome to the floor, junior guard number 2, Ryan Chandler. First for Kapaun Carmel, please welcome to the floor, junior guard number 3, Sadie Sanders. Next for the Blue Aces, junior guard number 11, Haley Davis. And for the Crusaders, senior forward, number 12, Lucy Moore. Next up for the visitors, sophomore guard number 15, Anaya Davis. For KFC, junior forward number 13, Maddie Spears. Next up for East High, sophomore forward number 22, Anari Smith. And for KFC, sophomore guard number 24, McCoy Lister. Rounding out the starting lineup for Wichita East, senior guard number 23, Adrian Neal.
Hello and welcome to tonight's broadcast as the East High Blue Aces take on the Kapaun Carmel Crusaders. And I'm Andrew Greer, and tonight I'm joined by my co-host,
Grayson Greer.
And the 1 and 2 Kapaun Carmel Crusaders are coming into this just looking for a boost of momentum, trying to return back to 500, get solidify a big win under their belt. And this is a big game for them as they end the final stretches of this early season. So Grayson, tell me a little bit about this team before tip-off.
This Kapaun team, it's they definitely had a rough start to the last game, and it never seemed to turn around for them as they went scoreless in the first quarter against the South Titans last Friday. And they're hoping to look for some more offensive opportunities, definitely start earlier on offense. They did a decent job on defense last week, stopping the key players on that South team, but they need to look to get offensive just points on the board at all costs, as that's really when they get themselves into some deficits.
And you're exactly right, as there is a poke out by Sadie Sanders right there as the Aces inbound and get the rebound.
Looks like
Davis on the rebound. And Grayson, as the Aces go to the line, this KMC offense is led by Sadie Sanders at point guard, number 3 on your screen, then McCoy Pfister, number 24, and Lizzie Romer along the wing. In the paint, Maddie Spears, number 13, the junior, and rounding off the starters, number 42, Ella Rudy, as the Aces hit that free throw. That is Davis.
a little bit about this East team, as they have a lot of key players on this team. Their starting 5 is number 2, Rylan Chandler, number 15, Anaya Davis, number 11, Alai Davis, and 22, Emery Davis, and 23, Adrian Neal. This team has come in to this game looking pretty confident, feeling confident, as they've had some great wins over the past few teams, and they're looking to continue that tonight against this Crusaders team.
And Maddie Spears coming down with the rebound, and that was Sadie Sanders on the last bucket for the Crusaders as they move it past half court, pass to Romer in the corner, as that one is off the rim. Rebound by Davis, setting the transition up for the Aces. And Chandler taking it all the way as she is fouled.
The foul on Chandler is definitely something you don't want to see early on in these games from any of your players, as personals can definitely switch up your game plan if you get some of your key players heading out of the game, and Chandler definitely a key point guard for this Aces team.
You're exactly right, Grayson. And when I was talking to head coach Will Ingalls, he said one thing he really wants to hammer home this game is consistency. Consistency on defense, keeping his team disciplined and limiting the fouls, as well as keeping them disciplined on offense. They went 7 for 49 last game, and that is not what you want to see. Scoreless in the first quarter of last game against Southeast. So KMC will want to have a fresh start as they pass it to McCoy Pfister, and that is out of bounds off the hands of Sadie Sanders. But Grayson, as I was saying, KMC just trying to get a big win under their belt against a solid East High team.
Another point of emphasis for this Kapaun team is they were getting tired out all through last game, and Kapaun already making an early sub here with Ella Rudy going out and replacing with Mason Palace, number 21. Definitely trying to keep their players refreshed and ready to go in and play as hard as they can.
And big pass from Spears to Romer as that is hit out of bounds by Chandler. Good defense by the Aces. And Knipp entering the game for the Crusaders as Maddie Spears exits. And inbound for the Crusaders, Romer out to Palace as that is to Sanders. Romer in the paint as that does not go. Sanders keeping it alive. However, Davis comes down with the rebound as that transitions for the Aces. Good steal by Palace as she sets her team up. Pfister in the paint as that is no good.
That was one thing that this Crusaders team struggled greatly with last week, is they had plenty of clean drives through the paint against the Titans and could not finish their layups. And that is a lot of the deficit of their points, was just missing layups that should be on the board.
Knipp on the inbound. And that's Milson with the dribble. Pass to Sanders. As her pass is swatted. Davis on the deflection. And a key point, Grayson, is the Davis sisters. East High has two very solid players in them, and they're going to be looking to them all night long on defense and on offense. They're just big physical players in the paint, and they can provide a lot of boards and points for this team.
You're exactly right, Andrew. Is any group of sisters obviously has some chemistry here, but these East ones have been putting up points all over the league this year, as they've been not only passing to each other, but this entire team just has a good flow of making sure they know where each other are and definitely capitalizing off that.
And Romer in the corner for a KMC three-pointer. And Chandler bringing her team down the court after a big bucket by the Crusaders. And Chandler guarded by Sanders, trying to find a girl open. And pass to Davis on the wing, as that one is going to be out of bounds, and KMC's ball.
Kapaun doing a great job there of not letting up on defense, as there was times when they were just trying to East had nobody open, trying to get the ball anywhere, and Kapaun was there just stopping everything.
And Pfister leading her team down the court, as that one is hit out of bounds. Davis on the deflection.
It's another time that those Davis sisters are making an impact, not only on the scoring side on offense, but the defensive side as well.
And Romer on the inbound, out to her scorer, Pfister. And Palace dribbling at the top of the key, no good. Another pass to Romer, and she is deadly from outside, as Spears gets the ball, no good. Rebound by Palace again, a great force in the paint. Spears out to Romer, trying to reset this possession. And Pfister taking it by herself, as that one is good.
Pfister fighting through an ankle injury this game, as she wasn't expected to play, but appears on the court tonight, and definitely already making a difference on the offensive side of the ball, as she has done through the season.
And that bucket makes the KMC lead 3 points, as Maddie Spears comes down with another board. As she just takes it all the way down, as Romer step back three, and that is good. KMC lead by 6.
Definitely back to the coaching point by Coach Ingalls of being consistent, as he wants to keep those threes and these layups being consistent all game, as you can't be streaky or else you'll go down.
And big pass to Pfister from Spears, as she's dribbling, trying to find something. And Romer in the corner again. Good. Our third three of the game. And that just shows what type of a shooter Lizzie Romer is, and her senior leadership for this team, as a timeout is called by the Blue Aces. And Grayson, one thing I want to highlight is the leadership by Lizzie Romer. And one thing, when I was talking with her earlier in the season, she said she wants to just keep practice light and fun, keep the girls' morale up high, and just keep everything lively. Keep this team, and just don't let anybody get down.
For sure, she definitely is bringing life into this team right now. Not with only her abilities on the court, but keeping, like you said, morale high, keeping everybody knowing we're in this game, keep fighting, keep pushing, keeping that energy high for this team. And last game against the Titans, even though she was struggling from her shooting aspect on the court, she made sure that she was keeping her teammates alive and well on that court, doing everything she can to help this team, whether it's on the bench or on the court.
And Romer, 9 points, the majority of this KMC score. All of those coming from the three. And that just, oh my gosh, that is very difficult to do, and especially against a very good team like the Aces. She just is able to find her range and she is hot tonight.
Yeah, Romer that's been her game the past few years on this Kapaun team, as she has been beyond the arc, and you know that she will make a three in those times of need or just all around. And she has continued to do so tonight, as she has already made 3 of them, and I mean, just awesome.
And Davis moving the ball for the Aces. She is out on the perimeter as that one knocks down off the backboard, as that is a 3 for the Aces. And pass to Spears, dangerous there, as Spears pass to Rudy in the paint, no good, as this KMC possession is kept alive. And pass out to Laufer, moving the ball to Kempf. Kempf on the perimeter, pass to Rudy, as that one is hit out of bounds. Aces ball. Excuse me, KMC ball. And Milson on for the inbound. Looking for an open teammate. Pass to Laufer as she is moving in and fouled.
Yeah, that fouls on number 22, Anari Davis, one of those Davis sisters that is key to this East High team. Luckily, only her first personal in this one.
And fouling will be a big key for both teams tonight, just trying to stay out of the bonus, as Laufer knocks down her first. And the second is no good. KMC up 7 in this game. Just trying to keep their foot on the pedal and keep the pressure on the Aces. Chandler taking the ball up for East.
Definitely a lot stronger of a start here for this Crusader team than last game, as they were scoreless in the first quarter.
And that is Davis in the corner, no good. Rebound by her sister. And that one is poked away. Good job by Laufer forcing the steal for the Crusaders. And Kempf will lead this possession past half court. And pass to Milson in the corner, as that is off the rim.
Milson struggled from 3 last game, but she did hit a few in the third and fourth quarters against the Titans, but looking to see if she can hit some more in this game.
And that is a foul on Romer. Not somebody that you want to rack up the fouls early, but they'll try to keep her out of foul trouble. And Chandler hits her first.
Yeah, Romer is a key piece to this Kapaun offense and defense, and luckily it's winding down in this first quarter, so not looking to have too many fouls to where she'll be in trouble.
And off the backboard for her second. Pass to Milson. Kempf, pass to Romer. Romer taking it herself in the paint, getting her own rebound. Out to Milson. Pass in trouble, as that one is deflected, but KMC retains possession. Laufer in the corner, no good. Rebound by Mosley. Pass over the head of Neal, and that one is off the rim. Pass to Romer, deep pass, and that will be off the rim. Almost went in, almost an and one for the Crusaders. But Romer will get a chance to try again at the free throw line.
Neal already on her second foul here. East hoping to stay out of putting Kapaun in the bonus. but it looks like that will not be an issue as there's only about 30 seconds left in this first quarter.
And up by 6 points. KMC doing much better this game as they scored no points in the first quarter of play last game against the Southeast Buffaloes. Davis taking the ball up the court for the Aces, trying to catch Milson off guard. Pass to Chandler. And the Aces just trying to wind down that clock before the end of the quarter. Rebound, as that one is no good. And the jump ball will go in favor of the Aces. Chandler on the inbound. Pass. And back to Chandler. Davis dribbling around the key. Trying to find somebody as Chandler's shot is no good. And that will be the end of the first quarter of play. KMC 16, East High 9. And Grayson, just recap that first quarter of play for me.
The first quarter with Kapaun, I mean, they came out right away and proved the point that they were here to score some points and not let you get your points easily. As obviously, as we've mentioned multiple times, they had 0 points in the first quarter of the last game. And they went on a scoring tear really at the beginning, the first part of that first quarter. Kind of slowed down at the end, but as they get a breather here and refresh, let's see if they can continue that. Also on defense, not letting East, making them earn their buckets for sure. Not many beyond the arc for the Aces, and really having to drive into the lane and put some work up again in the paint to get these points.
You're exactly right. And one thing that could be a problem later on, KMC has only made 50% of their free throws, and if this becomes a fouling match between these two teams, KMC will need to make those if they want to keep the lead. And those are just easy buckets at the free throw line, and there should be no reason of a miss there. And we bring you back to the second quarter of play as KMC will start with the ball. And Spears pass to Pfister. She is trying to find a teammate. Romer on the arch. No good. Rebound by Chandler.
This Kapaun team looking to continue their defense, but really that is rough as he's coming off of a three right there, coming straight out of the quarter break.
As Romer is fouled, as she will get another trip to the free throw line, as she is 1 for 2 on the night.
Romer looking to probably improve her free throw percentage here, as the whole Kapaun team is. You want to make as many of those as possible, as in hindsight they are some free points.
And Romer knocks down her first.
Definitely a confidence booster for this team, just increasing their lead. Definitely want Lizzie Romer definitely looking to get her team comfortable in here.
As her second is good as well, making the KMC lead 18-12. And Chandler taking the ball for the Aces. Trying to find a teammate, as that is Davis. Pass to her sister, which is no good. And Ania Davis heads the line for the Blue Aces.
That will be Ella Rudy for the Crusaders' second personal foul, as she was trying to block the shot from Davis there. It's not able to get her arms all the way up.
And Davis knocks down her second. Pfister moving the ball down the court. Pass to Spears in the corner. Pass to Palace. Moving the ball to Romer. As she's in the paint. Swarmed by a group of aces. As that is a jump ball. As the ball is in favor of the aces. Davis moving the ball down the court. Pass to Chandler. Chandler dribbling around the key. Pass to Mosley. Inside to Davis. Blocked. Mason Palace on the stop. As a new KMC possession begins.
Kapaun, just looking at all these defensive stops, has really been converting them on the offensive side.
And a big three by Pfister. Like you were saying, Grayson, those defensive stops transition right into offensive possessions. And a great job finding a playmaker right there in Pfister. And Davis trying to combat that three-pointer by Pfister. Reed up for the shot as it is blocked by Palace. Jump ball as that one will go in favor of the Crusaders.
The Crusaders have been locking up all of the East aces on their offensive possessions. Absolutely nothing been open for them.
And Pfister pass to Laufer, out to Milson, as that one is off the rim. And East starting a new possession. Reed dribbling down for her team, as that one is off the backboard, as Palace steals it away from Davis. Milson dribbling down the court, pass to Pfister, as she is blocked. Neal on the stop.
Millicent has been looking all over for these passes, but down in the paint, East has been getting some good blocks on these Crusaders.
And good steal by Spears, going down the court as she has herself an easy bucket. Great job in transition. And that is one of the points that Coach Will Ingalls wanted to hammer home tonight. Transition buckets are free buckets, and he wanted to make all those tonight. And great job by Spears, sending her team off right with a big score.
The Kapaun offense has definitely been prominent in this game tonight, as last game it really wasn't. And whatever they've been doing in practice these past few weeks absolutely has been working. As Kapaun offense for this season, they've only put up 54 points, is the best in any of their games this season, as they already have 23 in this one with 5 minutes left in this half. Definitely looking to continue these offensive abundance in this game.
Yeah, great job. Double-digit lead thus far. And KMC just trying to keep their foot on the gas, like we said earlier, not letting up yet. And they've got a good team, and they have a deep bench. And so they're trying to look to those girls as well to provide for this team. Pass off the hands of Reed. Palace on the return. And Milson's pass is intercepted by an ace as they move the ball down the court. As Davis's shot is off the rim. Rebound by Palace. And Spears' pass to Milson is off the rim. Spears. And that one is no good.
Definitely not what Kapaun wanted on that fast break there. East able to stop him. And East will probably have this timeout to think about that. Maybe let their girls get a rest here, as they've been going back and down the court quickly, as this Kapaun offense has been moving very, very fast.
And Grayson, one thing that Coach Ingalls said to me, he said this East team does not have a great depth, and he's looking to expose that. While on the other hand, his team has a lot of players to pick through. This East team only has 8 girls on their varsity roster, and only having 3 on the bench, there's not much time for rest there. And you can see East calling that timeout, trying to get their girls a rest and trying to talk things over and recover, trying to score some points.
Yeah, definitely. The energy that your players have plays, I mean, maybe one of the largest roles in any game, as Kapaun already has been subbing in a lot of their bench, knowing who they have on there and knowing that they have the skill level to make those substitutions and still run their team how they want to. As Andrew mentioned, East doesn't have the ability to do that, so definitely we'll probably see some more timeouts from the Aces than we will the Crusaders.
And with 4:34 left in the second quarter, KMC up by 10 over the Aces, 23-13. KMC just trying to put more points on the board and come away with a win. And that pass is almost intercepted by KMC, as it will eventually go in favor of the Aces.
And just another key point of this Kapaun team is how young they are. Not a lot. Lizzie Romer being the only senior on this varsity squad.
Yeah, you're exactly right, Grayson, and that speaks to her leadership and her ability to command this team and command the presence of the defense, and just her shooting ability on the court and just her positivity off the court. As the Aces inbound, Davis with the ball. Spears on defense. Pass to Reed in the paint, as that one is no good off the backboard. Loffer on the pressure and the foul.
Both teams doing a good job of staying away from the fouls here, as not many from either side have been called. Definitely playing a clean game, trying to keep each other out of the bonus, which can definitely make a game have some momentum swings.
And the Aces only missing one of their free throws thus far, as Smith nails her second, as that was a solid possession at the line. Nilsson bringing the ball down the court, fighting an open girl in the corner. Hawker for 3, no good. As the Aces start another possession, as Chandler dribbling it. And in the corner, as that one is off the backboard. Pass to Milson. And Romer at the top, as that one sails out of bounds, as that is another wasted possession for the Crusaders. And Davis dribbling it, trying to get her team some much needed points with 3:25 left in the second quarter. And Fury on the defense for the Crusaders, as Davis in the corner, no good. Nilsson on the rebound. Romer down the court, as that one is good. Great job in transition for the Crusaders.
Kapaun definitely wanted to continue that trend of those transition buckets, and has continued to do so throughout this whole game.
As there's a player on the ground, that is Chandler. Threw up a shot, as that is a foul. It looks to be on Fury.
Just another point of how young this Kapaun team is. Fury being a freshman on the court for this varsity squad right now. As Kapaun looking to develop all these players, will definitely have some more success in these next few years.
Yeah, when I spoke to Lizzie Romer earlier this season, she told me a little bit about the potential that both these teams have, JV, freshmen, and all of the varsity teams. Just there's so much potential on this KMC roster, and so much for Coach Will Ingalls to pull from. As that is a steal by Hawker, moving the ball down the court. Pass to Fury, the freshman. As that one is stolen at the end by Smith.
This Kapaun offense is just moving so quick down the court. It seems like they're not slowing down, trying to sit there with the ball and find passes. They're really just trying to use fast breaks as much as they can, trying to tire out this ace team.
And Grayson, 1 point about those fast breaks. KMC has missed a couple of them. Maybe they should slow down, and hurrying down the court is good. But when they're not converting and missing those open opportunities, that leaves a little bit of question to slow down and maybe focus on getting the bucket, focusing on creating a play.
I think that definitely will be a talking point at halftime for this Kapaun team, just maybe slowing down just a little bit to make the right decisions.
And Romer down on the court as she gets up to guard. She fell down and grabbed her ankle. I think she'll be staying in. Excuse me, she'll be exiting the game for Phoebe Lawfer, as that might be a scare for the Crusaders. Pfister, pass to Hawker. Moving it to Spears. Excuse me, to Lawfer. And Hawker in the paint. Pass nearly intercepted. And great passing by KMC, getting the ball around, getting it to playmakers, as trying to keep that possession alive, but he is no good. He's regaining possession.
That entry to Romer seems to be she is trying to walk it off down towards the bench, but seems to be, and the athletic trainers are tending to her, and she seems like she should be back later in this game.
And the resilience by Romer, she was on the ground clutching her ankle, and then she got up to defend the basket, and then she checked out of the game, but great job by a leader, just showing that she never stops. Davis pass to her sister, and as Chandler on the shot, no good. Reed trying to get the ball for the Aces, as that one is out of bounds. And Sanders on the pass to Pfister. Pfister dribbling down the court. Pass to Spears in the corner. Trying to make a move on them. Spears dribbling. Pass to Lawfer. Back to Spears. Spears at the top of the key, as that one is poked out of the way by Davis. And Pfister was swarmed by Chandler and Davis in East territory.
Definitely something you don't want to see from the East coach there, as they made a good defensive play of poking that ball out. Pfister quick enough to get there, but definitely not a foul you want to give to that Crusader team to give them a ball in a good position.
And the ball nearly out of the hands of the Crusaders, as Palace lets that one go. And there's girls on the ground trying to grab that ball. And that one is blocked. Big stomp on Neal. Sadie Sanders on the rejection. Excuse me, McCoy Pfister on the rejection.
That was a great boost of momentum for this Crusaders team.
And Chandler on the inbound pass, trying to put something on the board as the quarter winds down, trying to get it out. Chandler once again guarded by Sanders. A great defensive showing by Sanders thus far. As that one goes, Chandler on the bucket. Sanders moving the ball down the court for the Crusaders. Pass to Pfister in the corner, making space for Palace. Wide open bucket is no good, as Spears falls to the ground, as KMC is unable to grab the board with 7 seconds left in the second quarter of play.
That was a good rebound by Spears there, being tough to get that rebound, then drawing the foul on the shot, which will leave Aces with a little bit of time with the ball before this half will end, but Spears looking to put 2 more on the board for Kapaun.
As her first is good. And KMC is 5 of 7 from the line so far in the game. Great showing. They've really stepped up at the free throw line. As Spears' second is no good. Chandler moving the ball down the court with 1 second left. No good. As the second quarter play comes to an end, as we will close this for halftime. Grayson, just a little bit of a lack of offense towards the end of the second quarter. KMC had the gas on, and then East came back, showing their offense, showing that they're still in this game, and we'll like to see what happens out of the break. I'm Andrew Greer.
And I'm Grayson Greer.
And we'll see you after halftime.
And for your halftime entertainment, please welcome your KMC Pommies.
like when people ask me a question like what, and then answer it before they answer.
That's tough that Romer's out, but I mean, it looks like
She's out?
no, she's
Oh, she's in the court. We're good though.
yeah, she's definitely good.
Yeah, we're good. Give Millie the heads up. See if the Crusaders are going to keep pushing the ball as fast as they can, or if they're going to try to swing the ball around a little bit more. Maybe slow it down, set up an offense, and look for some good passes here.
And Pfister dribbling the ball. Pass to Milson. Hand off to Romer. She's been very good on the perimeter. As that one is intercepted, Reed on the steal. As that one is hit up in the air. Oh, hit there. Collision between Sanders and Chandler as East High rebounds, and that shot is no good. And a big hit there. You normally don't see that in basketball. I thought we were broadcasting football for a second, you know?
Sanders definitely took a big one there, but she seems to be okay, so she'll continue to play some hard defense as it shows she does.
And Chandler on the inbound pass. Taking her time, pass to Davis. And Davis taking the shot as that one is good off the backboard. Huge three, making the East deficit only 7 points.
That is the second banked-in three-pointer for the Aces tonight. Definitely some luck maybe there for those ones.
And both of them, came from Davis. And Sanders is taken down once again. Steal by Chandler. As that one is good. Chandler on the fast break. Milson trying to reset, trying to keep her team calm. Pass to Pfister, out to Sanders, near the perimeter, no good. As Reed throws that one in. Rudy trying to keep possession. As that was a personal foul on the Aces.
Definitely good fight by Sanders there, fighting for that rebound, getting it out to Rudy there, who will eventually draw the foul. But Kapaun not being able to score on as many offensive looks as they were able to in the first half. See if they can turn that around.
Milson pass out to Pfister, pass to Milson, back to Pfister. Sanders at the top of the key. Romer once again, no good. Her sixth shot from the perimeter. Mosley taking the ball up for the Aces. And Chandler dribbling around Milson as she is fouled hard. She will take a trip to the free throw line. Only 5 points separates the Crusaders from the Aces with 3:46 left in the third quarter. That foul was on Palace. And that will be the 9th free throw opportunity for the Aces, as they've gone 6 for 9 thus far. And Chandler's second is good, bouncing off the backboard and in. As she exits the game.
This has been the closest this game has been in a while. The Aces, I believe, haven't led the game all game. Definitely looking to come back here as Kapaun has struggled on the offensive side of things.
And Fury's shot was no good. Good pass from Romer earlier to set that up. It was a missed opportunity from the freshman, as KMC will get another opportunity to put points on the board. Nielsen's pass to Spears to Fury, as that will be an illegal screen on Lizzie Romer. That will be your second personal foul of the contest.
East looking to continue these offensive abilities that they've been able to put on in the second half. And looks like they will not be able to do so there.
And Romer inbounding the pass to Milson. Milson driving up the court for the Crusaders, trying to set something up and get points on the board. Palace pass out to Hawker, as that one is no good. Fury on that one. And Mosley on the perimeter Pass to Davis, or excuse me, Chandler. Chandler dribbling around Fury, trying to set something up for her aces. And that one is no good. Neal on the shot.
Kapaun hasn't put some points on the board in quite a while here. Looking like they will need to do so. As Romer comes out of the game, Kapaun looking to find anything to get their offense back on its foot.
And inbound to Smith as her shot is no good. Rebounded by Milson. Trying to set her team up for some points once again. Pass to Pfister, pass to Fury, and that one is blocked. Davis coming in for the deflection. Great job getting down the court. As that just shows that East High is still in this. And Spears in the corner, moving the ball around, a floater, as that one is no good. And intercepted by Spears, another opportunity off the backboard. As that one will be a foul on Chandler, her second of the contest.
We've talked about the East offense looking better in the second half, but definitely their defense has improved as well, as they're holding Kapaun down here. Not only with Kapaun struggling on offense, but definitely not allowing them any opportunities.
And Spears' first shot is good, as that was the 9th shot from the free throw line for the Crusaders. They have gone 5 for 9. And Spears' second is good, as she nails both from the line. Chandler moving the ball down the court quickly, trying to get some points, as this Campsie lead has increased to 6 points, 31-25, with 2:03 left in the third quarter. As Mosley will get a chance from the line. As her first is good. As that is the 7th free throw made for the Aces thus far. As Mosley's second is not good, Rudy comes down with the rebound. As she comes in hard at trying to grab the ball from Spears, as that is a foul on Mosley. And Pfister bringing the ball down the court for the Crusaders. Pass to Romer in the corner, dribbling it. Pass to an open Milson, as that one is no good.
Good fight from Rudy there on the offensive side, as Kapaun has been good at that all game, fighting for those offensive rebounds, trying to get as many opportunities as they can to get points on the board.
And Spears pass to Pfister. Romer in the corner for another three, as that one is good. The 5th make of the game, as she has gone 5 for 8 in the game thus far. Very proficient from the line.
Yeah, Romer definitely keeping this offense alive here. She has 20 points in this game, 14 left for the rest of the team to score. Definitely being a key offensive player here for the Crusaders.
Just showing her will to score for this team. When I asked her about what she thought a theme for this season was she said she wanted to keep the team positive and have a very positive theme, trying to make it deep in the playoffs. As a senior, her goal, her one and only goal, is to get a state championship out of this team and bring it back to Cape Mount Carmel. Pfister bringing the ball down the court. Milson's pass to Rudy. And she was swarmed by a group of aces there.
The Crusaders definitely struggled in the past few seasons, making a coaching switch in this offseason, but definitely looking to rise and make it further in the playoffs, as they haven't been able to in the past few seasons.
Chandler guarded by Milson with a minute left in the third quarter. Rudy on the rebound. Spears to Milson, to Pfister. Milson open for the three, as she is fouled, and she will go to the line for 3 shots.
You don't want to give up those opportunities if you're the East team, as 3 shots can put 3 easy buckets on the board if Millicent can convert on all 3 of these, but definitely not a foul that you ever want to give up.
And Grayson, with that foul, both teams enter the bonus, and that will be a key part of this game going forward. Both teams just trying to stay disciplined, not trying to foul, and stay out of foul trouble. And Milson's final shot is good, making the score 35-28. Chandler dribbling it around Milson. Pass to Neal. Pass intercepted by Sanders.
That's a good job by Spears there, slowing it down, as we've talked about. If she would have just kept going fast, she would have ran into a wall of East defenders.
And turnover on the Crusaders, as the Aces will have another opportunity to put some points on the board. Some much needed points nonetheless, as this third quarter is winding down.
The Aces have done a great job of not having taken the lead yet, but keeping it within distance to definitely they are still always have been in this game.
As Davis' shot is no good. KMC with the jump ball. And that one will go in possession of the Blue Aces.
Kapaun needs to make sure that they don't give East any momentum here. And they're going to come out into the fourth quarter looking to maintain a comfortable lead and not let these East High Aces get any major scoring runs that could put them right within this game.
And as time runs down, we have one final quarter of play, the fourth quarter. 35-28, KMC leading by 7. And like we said earlier in the contest, Grayson, KMC just trying to keep their foot on the gas. We haven't seen so much of that. They've struggled in transition and just they haven't been able to convert. What would you say they need to do?
Definitely keep those defensive stops, as always, but the conversion is the major key point there. As in the first half, they're doing a great job converting on everything. Every chance they got, they were almost making somewhat of points and putting on the board, whether it's a foul, three-pointer, or just a layup. But in this half, they have struggled to do so. Maybe looking in this fourth quarter to return to that fast break offense, as they have slowed it down here. And maybe turn to a fast break, as we saw it only for a couple plays in the beginning of the second quarter, but it did stop the Aces twice. We'll see what Coach Ingalls will put his Crusaders on the court with here, though.
And with 8 minutes left in the game, KMC has the lead comfortably. 7 points. I mean, it's not a ton, but it is very comfortable, and KMC can stay in this driver's seat and work some plays out. Palace dribbling the ball. Pass to Spears, handing it off to Lawford. And Spears taking it herself, no good. Rebound by Smith. Pass to Davis. And Davis trying to take it by herself as that one goes in the direction of the Crusaders.
An unfortunate turn of events for Davis there. It seemed like she had just an easy lane to drive and get to the bucket, but just stumbles on something. Maybe she slipped on the court.
And Spears taking it herself as the floater is no good. A rebound by Chandler, moving the ball down the court on the transition as she hits Palace. And that one is a travel by the Aces.
Chandler's slow to get up here. Looks like she might be holding her ankle there. Maybe an official's timeout for an injured player. Definitely not a player you want to lose on the East High Aces squad, as she has led them to lots of offensive opportunities here, as it doesn't show on her stat line of many points, but she has been facilitating this offense all over the court.
You're exactly right. Getting to the basket, creating those opportunities for her teammates to score. 10 points, like you said, it's not a ton, but it is a good day's work for Chandler. And let's hope that she does not have to exit because of injury. She does look like she is in a little bit of pain there as she finally gets up. And that's something you like to see, folks. Seeing a star player on a team just being able to find their way up and stay in this game.
You never want to see any injuries from either side. Looks like she's holding her stomach there coming off the court. Maybe she's got the air knocked out of her with that big collision.
And Spears will take the ball up for the Crusaders as she finds Sanders. That one is blocked. Big stop there by Smith as she deflects Sanders' floater. KMC will get another opportunity as Hawker pass. And that is no good. And Spears recovers that one. Palace dribbling inside. No good. And a foul is called on Smith.
That was a hard foul there. Hard hit with the ground there by Palace, but she seems to be okay and looking to give Kapaun a 9-point lead here if she can get these two in.
As her first is no good.
Kapaun 8 for 15 at the free throw line. And that will make it 8 for 16, bring them back to 500 on the free throw line. Definitely something that they will need to look at in this week to get prepared for their next game.
And you know, those, like we said, that those are always a free bucket, and it just hurts a lot to miss those. As Davis's shot is no good. Sanders with the rebound and bringing the ball up the court for her team. Pass to Spears. Hawker finding Spears. Pass inside. Palace on the perimeter. Finding Spears. Trying to make something out of this possession. Hawker pass to Lawfer in the corner. Great passing by KMC tonight. They've done a great job of moving the ball and finding the open teammates.
Lawfer on the ground now, as it looks like she landed on the ball, maybe knocking the air out of her. Yeah, it seems like Romer will check in for her there. Hopefully she is okay.
And Romer, like you said, enters the contest for the Crusaders. And that will be a foul called on Davis.
That is Davis's 5th personal, as she will be taken off the court here. I don't think that's a fouling out, as in high school you get 6 fouls, but East maybe wanting to keep her for a later opportunity where they really need her.
And Davis has been a great job on offense and defense for the Aces. One of their key scorers along with Chandler. And pass to Spears on the perimeter. Back to Hawker and to Romer and to Sanders. Spears at the top of the key, guarded by Chandler. And Hawker taking it herself. Pass to Palace. As that one is no good, the easy layup. As the KMC has another possession. Romer's three is no good, off the mark. As Smith gains the rebound.
Kapaun with 2 opportunities to score there. Need to convert on either one of those. The first one should have been in.
And that three-pointer is no good as KMC will retake possession. And McCoy Pfister checking in for the game for the Crusaders, as she has been a great spark of offense for them tonight. 8 points, and I know the stat line doesn't say it, but Pfister has just been creating opportunities for her team all night long, moving the ball well and showing her sophomore leadership.
Yes, definitely a key player on this too. After she graduates after the season, definitely wanting to be that morale leader, make big plays on offense, and lead this team.
And Pfister in the corner, no good. Rebound by Spears, swarmed by a group of Aces. East High will retake possession. And Chandler bringing the ball up the court for the Crusaders. Pfister on defense. Pass to Smith, as that one is no good.
Good hustle play by Palace there to make that play to keep that ball in bounds.
And Pfister moving the ball down the court for another opportunity. Pass to Romer. Finding Spears. And Spears' pass is eventually finds the hands of Romer, as that one is no good. And Palace trying to create an opportunity as she is blocked. And Pfister eventually knocking down the three-pointer.
Great job by Pfister there and the whole team just to get those offensive rebounds and keep looking for opportunities to score, and Pfister finally able to convert one.
And Chandler at the top, trying to move the ball off the backboard, no good. Spears moving the ball up court. Romer in the corner, back to Spears. Floater is no good, rebound by Pfister. As the ball travels out of bounds, KMC retains possession. And with 3:29 left in the fourth quarter, KMC in the driver's seat, up 10 points over the East Aces, 38-28.
Kapaun probably happy with returning to a more comfortable lead, as it was down to 4 at a point in the third quarter. Definitely getting things moving back on offense and holding East to less points on their offensive side.
And Pfister will head to the line. KMC currently 8 for 15 from the line. She knocks down her first.
Pfister once again playing that key role of making the points when they are needed, especially playing through this injury tonight. As we haven't seen as much as her on the court because of it, but when she is on the court, she is making her mark.
And like you said earlier, Grayson, Pfister is just trying to take that role of Lizzie Romer after she exits KMC. Lizzie Romer is a senior and a great leader at that. And it will be interesting to see who leads this team next year, who steps up and I would likely to bet that it would be Pfister. As she gets a deflection there, Pfister moving the ball down the court on the fast break. Pump fakes, as that one is no good, as she will take another trip to the line. And like we just said, Grayson, she creates plays.
Yeah, she was moving down the court quickly there, knowing that she might get hit by a defender at the end, but doing a great job of drawing the foul to get these 2 free throws here.
And the first one is good. And the second hits the rim. And KMC will call the timeout, trying to talk things over with just over 3 minutes left in the game, up 40-28.
Kapaun doing a much better job in this fourth quarter of getting their offense moving and stopping East's offense from doing anything, as they have returned to a comfortable 12-point lead over this A squad when it looked like it could get shaky and be very close. The Kapaun squad returned to their solid footing and has put this East offense and team into a hard spot to try to return into this game before time expires.
You are exactly right, Grayson. And just taking a look back at the other games of this season, KMC was 1-2 going into this contest, so this will surely be a momentum booster. They won their first game against North and losing their next 2 against Southeast and South. And both those games, they were outscored by double digits. And great job by Will Ingles trying to reset his team, trying to focus all on the goal of the season to get to state and to stay positive, trying to build up this KMC girls basketball program. And he has done a great job of having his girls rebound from that adversity. And Milson in the corner, no good, as that is rebounded by Chandler. Moving the ball up the court, trying to find an open lane. Mosley, pass to Smith, as that one is nearly picked off by Pfister as the ball rolls and Milson dives for it. Both teams getting very physical on that one. Neal and Milson both diving for the ball. Great show of physicality.
Milson looked like she got the air knocked out of her there once again. But what can you do? She's back up on the free throw line. Definitely trying to put these points on the board for the team, increase the lead, and put this East game to bed, as they've been playing hard on defense.
And Milson misses her first. That was the 19th shot from the free throw line for the Crusaders today, as the 20th is missed as well.
Loffer seemed to be tripped up there after getting the rebound, but no foul call, so it will be East ball. They're looking for anything on offense just to get within a reasonable amount to come back in this game.
And Mosley taking the ball up court, taking it herself, no good. Rudy on the rebound, as she fights for that ball, as that will be a jump ball in favor of the Crusaders. And East will take another timeout with 2:22 left in their fourth quarter of play.
East needs to come out of this timeout with probably a new offensive game plan, as nothing will be easy, as this Crusader defense has just been all over them in this entire game and not looking to let up, as this would be a huge win for this team, as it has been lower scoring. I mean, it's been a good scoring game for them, but a lower scoring game overall than the rest of them, but just a solid defensive game from them, and they definitely want to come out of this game with a huge win.
You're exactly right, Grayson. And East was at 500 entering this contest with wins against West and a loss against Carroll, 58-50. That was a close one. And Bishop Carroll is the team to beat in the G-Wall. KMC will be facing them next Wednesday. And that will be a matchup for this team. They will need to prepare for that. And that could be a season-defining win if KMC comes out on top.
Bishop Carroll definitely a solid team as the state runner-up last year, losing to the St. Thomas Aquinas Saints of Kansas City, but definitely looking to return the season as they've already looked strong.
And Romer pass to Palace and back to Pfister as she hits the big three, her second of the game, showing that not just Romer can have the big threes.
As a morale lower for the East team.
And
Pfister
a
again.
huge transition bucket by Pfister, her 18th point of the game.
Pfister having an absolute sensational game, as she hasn't seen the court as much, but with that, because of that ankle injury, but still being an impressive player in this game, as she went, hit the three, and then went for the fast break layup on the next possession.
And Neal will take her shots at the line. Her first is good. And East has gone 8 of 12 from the line tonight. Very solid, as I'll make it 9 for 13. Romer taking the ball up the court. 1:30 left in the game. 45-30, KMC up by 15. Hawker off her foot as Davis dribbling it down the court. As she takes it herself, no good.
Be a foul on Palace there, stopping the clock, but it doesn't look like it will be too much help for this Aces team, as that earlier three and then fast break layup by Pfister was kind of just a morale, just kind of punch to the gut for this East team, showing Kapaun just increasing their lead every possession.
And the second is no good, as that was the 15th free throw from the Aces. Pfister taking it down the court. Another transition bucket. Definitely the opposite of last game. Coach Will Ingalls told me earlier in the game that he wants to limit those transition mishaps, as Pfister has another opportunity, and another one is good. Just showing their resilience, being able to bounce back from those big missed opportunities last game and providing on the transitions.
Pfister seems to be all over the court right now, is making layups on the offensive side and then just picking off passes and making more layups, as she's brought her point total to 22, as her and Lizzie Romer have combined for 42 points in this game, and they have been the offense of this Kapaun team.
And that one is hit. Rawlings, her first time in the game tonight, with a big three. And Romer just trying to run out the time with over 25 seconds left in the game. Rawlings is guarding Romer. And Romer, just an exceptional game tonight. She was injured early and just is able to persevere through the adversity. 20 points to her name tonight, as she brings this KMC team to a W.
That'll be a Crusader victory, 49-34. That is definitely the best offensive game that Kapaun has had all season, just absolutely shutting down the Aces on both ends.
And Grayson, as we sign off, we'd just like to mention that that is a season-defining win potentially for the Crusaders, just trying to get them out ahead and back to 500. Okay, we'll see you again for the boys game in a few minutes. Thank you. Hello and welcome to tonight's broadcast. I'm Andrew Guyer and I'm joined by my co-host tonight.
This is Peyton Gosh.
And tonight the 3-0 Mount Carmel Crusaders take on the 1-1 East High Blue Aces. And before we get too much into this game, we will take silence for the Pledge of Allegiance and prayer. Hello and welcome to tonight's broadcast between the 3-0 Cape Mount Carmel Crusaders and the 1-1 East High Blue Aces. I'm Andrew Guyer, and I'm joined by my co-host.
This is Peyton Gosh.
And tonight, these two teams are very evenly matched. KMC obviously 3-0. They have played very strong, relying on their defense. they have held teams to under 30 points, or they have led teams by 30 points in each of their 3 games, while as East had a close game against West as their season opener and beat Bishop Carroll in a tightly contested game. And as both teams welcome their starters, Peyton, tell me a little bit about this game.
So the Cape and Mount Carmel Crusaders are led by their big senior guard, Will Thingvall. He's looking to score, get to the bucket, but the team mainly relies on their defense in order to transition and to score points. East is looking to run and gun. They're looking to play street ball. They're looking to do everything they can to try to score points. They're going to be scrappy. They're going to be tough. They're going to be really good.
You're exactly right. And this team has relied a lot on its defense to carry them through. And that is when I was talking to Coach Eck, he said that his defense needs to stay aggressive. They need to stay disciplined. They need to stay on point. They cannot allow fouls if they want to stay in this game, because he also said great defense transitions into greater offense, and that is exactly what he's looking to do, give it to his star player, Corbin Johnson, and just creating those big plays.
Yeah, Corbin stepped up great this year. With the loss of Will Ancio, a big point scorer last year, that hurt them quite a bit. But Teagan has done well on the boards replacing that, and Corbin has stepped up tremendously on the offensive side, scoring a lot of those points that Will Ancio had in the past.
And that's funny that you mentioned that, Peyton. Will Ancio, I mean, K-State commit from Cape in last year. And just not having him, it changes up this chemistry of this team. There's not a solid big that KMC has, so they've been switching around. Rocco Keller, a sophomore, has had to fill that role, and Teagan Charles has had to step up as well. And both those guys have been shown confidence by their coach, Steve Eck. And as this game is about to begin, it is getting loud here at Cape Mount Carmel. KMC students are getting rowdy for this game. They're excited. This could be a big win.
Yep, this is going to be a big game. It's decide a big factor of the season to go.
And tip-off begins, the East High Blue Aces.
Their starting lineup: number 5, Jamari Berry; number 10, Ishmael Berry; number 1, Manuel Martinez; number 11, Ashton White; and number 23, Marcus White.
And you saw there, Payne East got off to a hot start. And KMC looking to do the same as they prevented a stop. Rocco Keller on the perimeter, keeping it fast for the Crusaders. Pass out to Brooks. Powers trying to create space for his playmakers. And Thingvall inside, no good, as Charles grabs the rebound as there is a stoppage in play.
Yeah, the Cape and Mount Carmel, they've struggled a little bit around the rim this year. Maybe that's just because some of the guys haven't got all the time they had to practice because of football, but they've been really tough around the rim, and they've gotten a lot of offensive boards.
That's exactly right. As Rocco Keller's alley-oop off the inbound is no good. And taking it up for the Aces is number 10, Ishmael Berry. He will be a star player to look for, and his brother, Jamari Berry. Both these, the brother duo, will be key in this game. And there's another brother duo, Ashton White and Marcus White. Both of those brothers will try to feed off each other and create some chemistry in this game.
Yeah, the Cape and Mount Carmel are looking for Brooks to have a good game. He's been a strong defensive player for them this year, and they're hoping he can continue that.
And a big pass from Keller to Thingvall as Thingvall gets a big score and one on the transition. And I think it's time to introduce the KMC offense. At point guard, number 21, Corbin Johnson around the wings with Thingvall and Brooks Powers. And in the paint, keeping this KMC defense steady, Teagan Charles and Rocco Keller, the sophomore. And KMC has some height on them. I know we said earlier in the broadcast that they're kind of a young team. They kind of are experiencing the loss of Will Ancio, but all of their starters all over 6 foot and just some strong competitors.
Yep, KMC loves to run this single high with Brooks Powers, trying to create turnovers, trying to who create tough D and trying to speed him up. That is a big part of our defense, and he does an amazing job at it.
And White passing to Barry as Barry goes for the floater. No good. Rocco Keller on the rebound. Thingvall trying to steady his offense. And Charles on the perimeter as he throws up a floater. No good. As getting physical out there. As Charles's ball sails out of bounds.
Yeah, a little bit of
East possession.
miscommunication there between Eden, Teagan, and Brooks. They're usually pretty in sync, but just a little minor mistake there.
And Barry taking the ball up, and like you said, Payne, that single high guard. Brooks Powers is playing that position tonight, and that's a big steal. Teagan Charles, Brooks Powers moving the ball in transition. Cohen Johnson on the wing, pass to Thingvall. Big three, no good. Powers on the rebound, a sharp pass to Charles. And White stopping for the jumper, no good, blocked by Johnson. And
That's what we do best right there. That quick turnover, quick D, transitioning into points. That's what Kapaun does great. Hey, Will Thingvall is very good at getting down the court.
And like you said, Thingvall was given the opportunity, and he did not waste it with the easy layup.
Another steal by Thingvall there. He's so good around that top of the key and finishing it at the rim.
And Johnson throws up a shot, no good, will be sent to the line for the first free throw attempts of the game. And up 4-0. This game has been very fast-paced, and I think that will just be a theme of tonight. Both teams very good offensively and defensively. This is a very nice matchup. As Johnson nails his first.
Yeah, Corbin's looking to have a big game, and he's a lethal three-point shooter, and he's looking to take every shot he can and potentially make them and create. He's been really big for us. He's been big in the clutch, especially early in the game. If he stays hot, it will be a long game for East.
And Barry handling the ball for the Aces. Big pass to White, giving it back to his other brother, White. And White handling the ball. Shooting off to Barry, guarded by Powers. And Barry trying to create a shot. And what is the call?
Looks like to be a goaltending on Will Thingvall.
And Thingvall got up there. Surely he thought he was going to be able to block that, but it was not.
He just got a little bit too much in the net.
You're exactly right. And Charles on the perimeter, trying to do something with the ball. Brooks, Powers with the three, no good. As that will be East High possession. And Barry handling the ball still for the Aces. Johnson guarding White. Aces just trying to create something. Martinez falling, getting the pass off to Jamari Barry. Excuse me, Jamari. As Barry's shot is no good, rebounded by Thingvall. Powers handling the ball. Charles in the paint, creating a shot, no. And Barry coming down with the rebound. And Barry shot no good, rebounded by Powers.
Yeah, the Kapaun defense has been pretty good. Oh, Corbin with the cut there. He did really good. But he hopefully can make these free throws, but Corbin's very good at that slash. He's not as fast as most, but he's able to use his ability with his length to get in there and slash really well.
Yeah, Corbin Johnson, as a junior, he's a very great playmaker. Came in as a freshman at KMC, started to make an impact on this team, and he just showed his resilience in the state championship game last year along that entire process, along that journey for KMC, and showing that he can be a leader on this team. As he knocks down his second. As Corbin Johnson has gone 3 of 4 from the field tonight. And Barry's shot is good. The baseline jumper, a tough one to make.
That was a very good shot right there. Yeah, Kapaun's defense has been pretty good so far, only allowing 4 points, but the offense needs to put a couple more points on the board. A couple finishes around the rim should have gone in for us. But I think we should be looking good.
Yeah, you're exactly right, Peyton. And one key part about this KMC team, they can switch from zone and man and like that. And they've shown that defense is a key part of their game and that it basically revolves around their defense.
Yeah, very much so. Speaking from a former basketball player playing under Steve Eck, we work on defense every day, and they're very good at it, and that's something Coach Eck takes a lot of pride in.
And Powers moving the ball at midcourt. Pass to Dalian, as that shot is good for the freshman.
Yeah, Blaze has been very surprising this year. He came up during the summer and has shown he can play.
And Barry it to his man. And Martinez, he's swarmed by KMC defenders as that one is in and out of the rim. Another KMC possession. And Johnson's pass to Thingvall, pump fake as that one is out. And
big defense.
Intercepted. White down. Double block. Johnson and Powers both getting down there, transitioning to defense. Peyton, tell me a little about that play.
Corbin Brooks did a good tip originally, but Brooks had a very good tip originally, but Corbin just came in a little late and he got called for the goaltending. Not a very good pass by Brooks there, got intercepted, and then the turnover. And that's one thing that KMC is looking to limit. They've had quite a few turnovers the past 2 games, and they're looking to hopefully limit those this game. Owen Herlocker checks in also for the Cape and Mount Carmel.
And Barry moving the ball down the court for the Aces. And Martinez does make the shot, but a whistle is blown. And Barry will throw it to his brother. As a long shot by Barry, no good. As that will be KMC ball.
Tegan did a very good job there boxing out. That is something Kapaun takes pride in, is getting rebounds. We've been very good this year about getting offensive and defensive rebounds. We don't give up very many offensive boards, and it's something the KMC takes pride in.
And Charles moving the ball. Erlocker back to Charles. And Thingvall at the top of the key, trying to create a shot as Charles gets up there.
Yeah, charge is called there on Will. He's just a little out of control coming into the lane. It was a great pass, though.
And with 1:13 left in the first quarter play, KMC leads 9-6 over the Blue Aces. Brooks Powers playing on Barry.
That is a matchup that I know Coach Eck was looking forward to all night. Brooks guarding him. Brooks is a very good, long, lengthy defender. He will He's hoping to do a pretty good job. Oh, turnover there by the Aces. Corey comes up with the ball.
And Powers moving around the perimeter. Urlacher and a steal by Ransom. Great job of getting the poke away on Urlacher.
Yeah, the Blue Aces, they're a very scrappy team. They look to create a lot of turnovers with that D.
And with time running down, Barry is looking to just dribble it out and maybe get one more bucket for the end of the first. As foul is called on KMC. Brooks Powers, his first personal foul of the game. And Corbin Johnson checking in for the Crusaders in place of Powers. Barry guarded by Daniels. And the double team on Ishmael Barry, trying to get the shot off. No good, it's still time. As Dalian comes down with the board. As KMC leads 9-6 in this tightly contested game. And we will go into the break. So Peyton, tell me a little bit about that first quarter play.
Yeah, so KMC did a very good job on the defensive side, only allowing 6 points, but they struggled a little bit on the offensive side. They had a couple of turnovers that probably shouldn't have happened, and they needed to finish around the rim, especially early. They had 2 or 3 shots pretty early on that should have gone in, and that's costing them right now with only a 3-point lead.
You're exactly right. And when I spoke to Coach Eck earlier in the day, he said that those transition points and finishing around the rim were key in a win tonight, and taking those defensive stops, turning them into offensive points. And that's just something that they can work on. I mean, this is still a new season, only the 4th game of the year. It's still very critical, but it's not the end-all be-all for the season. There's still much to build on, so much to fix with this team.
Yeah, Kapaun seems to be checking in. They checked in Rocco for Urlacher. Keller's looking to score around the basket. He's a very prolific scorer, and he's long, lengthy, and that allows him to finish around the rim quite well.
Daniels taking the ball up for the Crusaders. Johnson around the perimeter. Tried to find Thingvall as that one soars over his head.
That's Thingvall's specialty right there. That quick back door. They run it quite often, and he looks to score a lot of his points off of it.
And Barry, guarded by Johnson. Trying to create something for his team. Double teamed Johnson and Keller as Keller switches off. And Barry with the floater. It is good. This is a 1-point game. And Daniels moving the ball. Pass to Johnson. Johnson trying to get the pass off. No good, as that is deflected, turning into a transition. And Martinez taking it coast to coast for the Aces as they have switched their first lead of the game. Keller passed the Thingvall, trying to create something triple teamed as Charles finds the open bucket.
Yeah, as more teams start to pick up on Thingvall scoring, he's going to have to look to pass it to his teammates because most teams are going to try to double team him.
And Barry pass as Martinez takes a shot, as that will be East ball.
Yeah, that was very good defense by Tiggy and able to get up with him and block the shot. Brooks is subbing back in also for the Crusaders.
And White with the three-pointer, no good. The off-balance shot is very tough, as the three will be made. Big shot by Jamari Berry, key player for the Aces tonight, his first points of the game.
Yeah, right there, they got an offensive board and they were able to capitalize it. Multiple, more than one shot in a possession is extremely good, and it's extremely hard to defend.
You're exactly right, Peyton. And we're starting to come to our first adversity game. And when I spoke with Coach Eck earlier, he wanted to hammer home that this team is willing to fight adversity head on. And he said that he wants to try to keep the team focused every day, keep them focused on that one game at a time. It's a long road, is what he said. And in order to make it far in the playoffs, they're going to have to just focus on the little things. And Brooks Powers taking the ball up for the Crusaders. 6:24 left in the second quarter. Think ball. Pass to Charles, pass to Powers. And Charles in the interior. Try to create a shot that is good. TMC gets on the board once again.
Teagan's very good in the paint. He's got a very soft touch, and he likes those spin moves, especially over the right shoulder. He's able to finish very well with them.
And Barry with the shot, no good. Johnson on the rebound. A deep heave to Keller, trying to get the behind the back pass to Charles, no good. And Barry pass out as that one is no good, trying to face Powers at the rim as a foul is called. That was a Barry to Barry play right there.
Yeah, that was Rocco Keller. That was a pretty poor pass. He allowed East to come into transition, and something they're very good at, and we just weren't able to fully recover before they were able to score.
And this is the first time the Aces have come to the line tonight as White hits his first. And for both these teams, Peyton, free throws are going to be very important. They're going to need to hit those free points at the line, as White's second is no good. Charles coming down with the rebound.
Yeah, with both these teams very, very scrappy. Sorry. With both these teams being looked to be very scrappy, there's going to be quite a few fouls called this game. And so taking the free points that you can, that will be a big advantage.
And Dalian's pass out to Thingvall is no good with a whistle being called. Foul on Martinez as he is checked out for Ransom.
Yeah, keeping, especially in these getting the ball underneath. With getting the ball underneath, they're expecting to use a lot of their height to their advantage. They're clearly the bigger team out there with almost, I think, everybody on the court being over 6'2".
Yeah, you're exactly right about that fact. This entire starting lineup is over 6'2", to be exact. I mean, and just a very strong group of guys. As Charles misses his first. And with that miss, KMC is 50% at the line, 3 of 6.
Brooks did a really good job of tipping the ball out to Charles, and Charles was able to recover and take another shot.
And that'll be a little confusion on the court.
There looks to be a technical foul on the court.
And Charles shooting the free throws, as the first one is no good. Charles's fourth attempt of the night is good. And that brings KMC's free throw to percentage up to 4 and 8.
Yeah, Corbin now shooting the technical free throws. Couldn't quite see what the technical was for, but it's Kapaun ball now. Kapaun really needs to improve on their free throws this game, and they would be big. Got to shoot over 50% at least. It's with Teagan shooting 25 right now.
And at the moment, as a team, they're shooting right at 50, trying to keep that up. Powers in the interior, trying to create something. Back out to Johnson. Guarded by White. Thingvall finding space, as that is good. Thingvall trying to get physical with the aces.
That was a very good baseline take. He was able to get up and finish around the rim with all the contact.
And White handling the ball for the aces. Shot by Ransom. High off the backboard. And Thingvall handling the ball for the Crusaders. Trying to create something. Dalian in the corner. As he is stripped of that ball. Adams on the poke out.
Keller checking in for the Crusaders.
And Barry handling the ball, guarded by Powers. And we've seen a lot of this tonight. These two have been facing off all night long. Johnson with the poke away. White, wide open. No good.
Keller with the rebound. Here comes the Crusaders. Brooks up to Thingvall. Thingvall, just slightly overthrown by Brooks.
And Barry moving the ball back up the court. As his pass is tipped, but still good. Adams with the easy bucket. And Johnson to Powers. Powers guarded by Barry. Thingvall along the perimeter, trying to create something. Charles, and gets it to Thingvall, wide open. Oh, no good. Tough shot. And good pass by Charles, creating something for his star player, Thingvall.
Yeah, Thingvall's been a little off from three today. Hoping that he heats up here later.
You're exactly right, Payne. And something that the Crusaders will need if they're wanting to create that offensive spark is Thingvall to be on. And it's always tough when you have one of your star players off. You're just trying to scrape up some offense without them. And let's see if Thingvall will find his groove.
Yeah, Powers just picked up his second foul there. That's big for the Crusaders. That's their defensive core right there, especially guarding the point. Hopefully Daniels could come in and provide some of that defense that they're going to be missing with Powers.
And Barry guarded by Johnson on the perimeter. Barry dribbling around a man. Charles with the steal. Wide open. Dunk. And Charles not trying to show off there. A classic dunk. Trying to keep it classy for the Crusaders.
That was a big turnover and steal. Well, that is something that the Crusaders keep to look to doing.
And Keller on the defense of Ransom. Ransom's shot is no good, as he was fouled on the way going up. Sorry.
There's another big foul. Teagan just picked up his second. Hopefully we need to keep him out of foul trouble, as the Crusaders are already missing a big man, and he seems to be the only one right now.
And Ransom on a miss for the first shot. Charles checking out for Urlacher. And Ransom makes his second, as the Aces have been shooting right at 50%, just like the Crusaders. Daniels handling the ball.
This is a big possession here because this can make it a two-score game. The Crusaders can score.
And Keller's shot is no good, as he will head to the line. KMC up by 2, 19-17 with 2:15 left in the second quarter.
Yeah, the Crusaders are struggling right now from the free throw line. Keller just missed both.
And Barry will take the ball up once again, guarded by Johnson. And 3 Crusaders triple teamed him as his brother Jamari Barry coming through with the layup. Ball guarded by Barry. A sharp pass to Johnson, and that one is good.
That was a very good pass. Corbin with the back door there. That was extremely impressive.
And great job by Thingvall finding his open target. And White guarded by Daniels. And pass to Barry. Trying to find White. Pass to Barry. Finding an open Ransom. No good. Johnson on the rebound.
That's a very good defensive board by Johnson. He had 2 aces around him, and he did an extremely good job of boxing out and grabbing the board.
And Keller with the bucket in the paint. Great job of using his footwork and creating a shot.
Yeah, he was able to use his size there to his advantage. He had quite a bit smaller defender on him.
And Daniels on the interception. However, he is intercepted. And Daniels pass to Johnson. KMC retaining possession as that one is picked off. A little back and forth here between these two teams. Turnover after turnover as Ashton White hits the jumper.
Yeah, that was pretty ugly basketball right there by the Crusaders. They just turned it over twice in a short span. They need to limit those in order to stay in this game, as East seems to thrive off of them.
And Johnson on the floater as he hits the ground hard. Both players, small collision right there. And glad to see that Johnson got right back up for those free throws.
Yeah, he is very tough.
As Johnson makes his first. And the second as well as Johnson, hitting right at 75% of his shots. Big shot by White, no good. As that brings us to halftime, 25-21. Game Mount Carmel Crusaders leading by 4 points over the Blue Aces, and we will see you after halftime. I'm Andrew Greer, and I'm joined by my co-host,
Peyton Gosh.
and we will see you after the break. and you're joining us between this tightly contested game, 25-21. Mount Carmel leads by 4 points, and with 16 minutes left in the game, we got 2 quarters left to play. KMC looking to put on the gas and get away from East.
Yeah.
As Brooks Powers puts the defense on to Barry.
Yeah, Kapaun's D has been strong. They're going to score a couple more points at the board. Incredible finish by Martinez with the up and under. Oh, turnover by Powers.
And Martinez gets it once again. The 6'3" senior doing some work in the paint. And he shows his hops, just being able to jump up there and jump with the big guys. As he almost gets another one, another poke away. Martinez just showing his speed. And wow, Peyton, tell me a little bit about this guy.
So he's been a very prolific scorer the past 2 years, not only in City League, but in the state. He's been incredibly good the past 2 years. He's been undermined a little bit because the team hasn't been very good, but he's been a very incredible scorer for the past couple of years.
And White getting the ball, floater, as that is good. Tied game. Excuse me. East is leading by 2.
Very good shot there by Johnson. That's one of his go-tos, is that mid-range. He's very good at it. He's able to elevate and get it off quickly.
And Thingvall with the steal. Going up, no good. Those transition buckets are some of the must-haves of the game of basketball. And that is good. As Marcus White forces KMC to call a timeout and reassess this game.
Yeah, that transition bucket was big. Allowed East to come down the court and hit a big 3. It seems like right now they have the momentum, but I know the Crusaders will be able to gain it back here soon.
And like an accountant, Marcus White is counting up his points and using those opportunities and just weeding through this KMC offense, and he's able just pinpoint that right spot. Both him and Martinez have had breakaways out of the break, and we'll see how KMC reacts out of that timeout. And Powers taking the ball up the court for the Crusaders. Johnson trying to find an opportunity to shoot. Floater, no good. Rebound by Dalian. Whistle is blown.
Yeah, it was a great take there by Johnson. Off the right with a little floater in the middle. They weren't able to cut him off to the middle, and so he was able to get there.
And Johnson heads to the line. At the moment, KMC is 7 of 15 from the line. Not great, just under 50%, as Johnson nails that one, as they are at 50 right now. And his second is good as well, as KMC is just down by 1 point, 29-30. And Thingvall trying to force the pick, as the oop is thrown by White, no good. Excuse me, Barry. And Powers moving down the court. Pass to Johnson, back to Powers, wide open. He did not take the shot. Out to Johnson. No. And Peyton, that's normally Johnson's area. That's where he shoots. That's where he's prolific from the 3 ball. What exactly happened there?
Yeah, it looks like he just left it a little bit short. Looks like he didn't have his feet completely set before the shot, and so that threw the shot off maybe just a little bit.
And Thingvall coming with the physical rebound, as Powers trying to get the in and around, no good, as tried to get the and one there as he heads to the line.
Yeah, it was a strong take by Powers. Wish he could have finished up at the rim, but he's getting to the line. Hopefully we'll make these free throws.
And Peyton, that was just a great example of KMC's transition game. Thingvall grabs the rebound on one side and gets it super quickly to Brooks Powers, and he sets him up for the bucket. However, Powers was fouled, and now he's shooting his shots. As the second is good. And we've seen this matchup all night long. Powers and Barry trying to see who wins this one out, as this is a tied game.
Barry's done a very good job handling Powers' pressure. I think he's only had one turnover because of that pressure, and so
Martinez double teamed as his pass is tipped away. Dalian with the rebound. Johnson trying to find a shot, trying to find a man that's open. Pass to Powers, but a whistle is called.
Yeah, blocking foul on the baseline there. That is a prime example of Cape's defense going into effect with the quick double team and forcing a turnover.
And KMC will retain possession. Brooks Powers on the inbound pass. Pass to Johnson, trying to get the close range jumper, no good. As Jamari Berry comes out with the rebound.
KMC's touch around the rim has just not been great tonight. They've missed quite a few little bunnies that usually go in for him, and the three-point ball has not been great for him either.
And Ransom trying to find a shot. He's been a great shooter tonight, trying to just create opportunities for himself to shoot. He's made a couple from long
There's
range.
the quick double team and the steal for Blaze.
And Dalian goes up, no good. Great steal by the freshman. Wide open. Martinez, no good. And back to Martinez, a risky pass. White wished that he could have gotten that one back.
Yeah, that was sloppy right there by the Aces as they throw away some points that was some very easy points.
And Charles back in the game, no good from three-point land. Excuse me. And KMC will retain possession on that one.
Yeah, Dalian's layup right there, that was a prime example of just some of the few passes that have not gone in for, and another one by Thingvall. Those are just some prime examples of some of the bunnies that should be going in for the Crusaders.
And to give Thingvall the credit, that is a tough shot right there. I mean, he was double teamed in the paint, and he found a way to get a shot off. I mean, that's a tough shot for your star player as Thingvall tries to redeem himself with the poke away. And Barry for the inbound. Ishmael Barry has been a very strong player, and East point guard all night long. Thingvall with the big pass, as that one is good.
That was a very tough finish right there by Thingvall. Him and Powers had a great combo there for the rebound and the fast break.
Good connection between those two. As Johnson tries to poke that one away. Ransom gets the shot off, no good. Johnson on the fast break. Good. As KMC leads by 4.
That right there is showing KMC's fast break offense right there. Quick steal, quick bad shots, moving the ball up the court.
And like what Coach Eck said earlier, great defense transitions to great offense, and that is exactly what KMC is doing. They have been aggressive all night long, forcing those little tips, forcing those blocks, and just trying to get everywhere, trying to be everywhere and stop this prolific East offense. And Martinez heads to the line. First shot is good.
East has been very good at the line tonight. Scratch that. They've been just above average. They've been better than the Crusaders, though, as they have gone on 4 for 6 from the line.
Charles on the perimeter trying to create something. Pass to Johnson. Johnson showing his dribbling skills right here. Trying to create a pass as that one is high over the head of Dalian. Martinez on the fast break. Goes up for a dunk, but keeps it safe and hits the layup. We have a tied game. Dalian on the perimeter. Taking himself, 2 guys fall, 3 on the floor. As that will be an offensive foul on the freshman Dalian. As Corey Daniels, the junior, checks in for KMC.
The Aces have done a very good job with that defense. They've created a lot of turnovers and a lot of tip balls. They've forced KMC into a lot of spots where they don't want to be. That's primarily the reason that this game has been so close.
Tough shot by Barry right there, and almost nailed it. KMC taking it the opposite direction. Charles on the perimeter. Spin move. Makes a man miss, and that is good. KMC is up.
That's a tough finish by Charles right there. That's a tough finish by Charles right there. He did a great job of going baseline, and they weren't able to cut him off.
And Barry's jumper is no good.
That's another example of KMC's defense right there, forcing the Aces into a quick shot that they probably really would not like, and it allows for the KMC to get the ball back.
And Peyton, I'm sure that one thing the fans at home notice is how quickly KMC reacts from defense to offense. As soon as Powers grabbed that rebound, they were running down the court. And I saw some guys get down there super quick, creating that offense. As Charles tries to dunk it, no good. As the whistles blow, Charles is sent to the line. Shamari Berry on the personal foul.
Yeah, that was a great backdoor cut by Charles. Daniels was able to give him the ball. KMC continues to struggle from the free throw line.
KMC 9 of 20 thus far. Just under 50%, not terrible, but just points that they would want to have back. As Charles misses second, Thingvall on the rebound, creating a shot for his team. Barry, past midcourt. We've seen this all night long. Powers with the tip away, KMC ball.
Powers thrives right there. That close in contact, he's a very physical defender. That's why KMC puts him up there.
And Peyton, one thing about this game tonight, it's very close and very low scoring. KMC has scored over 65 points in each of their last contests. And so if they're wanting to reach that mark, they're going to need to pick up this offense. And I think that's just a test to East defense and their physical play. Thinkball wide open for the three, no good. Powers with the rebound as time runs down, no good. 0.2 left on the clock.
Yeah, East defense has been very good this game. They've held KMC. KMC also hasn't finished nor hit any threes. And so that has also hurt them. But East defense has been very tough this whole game.
Both teams back and forth. Very tightly contested. No one gaining much. All it has been is little inches, little gains of plays. So Peyton, can you summarize for me and everybody at home what's happened thus far in this game.
So KMC, they came out a little flat, missed quite a few bunnies. They weren't able to hit very many big shots, and East defense came out with a spark. They came out, they've been playing hard the whole game. They've been facing adversity, but they were able to take the lead twice, but they've also kept this game very close. KMC, their defense has also been pretty strong. Their fast breaks, they've had quite a few of them, but just not, it's uncharacteristic for them to be missing all these shots around the rim.
Yeah, Peyton, when I talked to Will Thingvall earlier today, he said that when that time comes down the stretch, he wants to focus on the little things, and that kind of just hammers home what Coach Steve X said. They just want to focus on the little things, get the little shots, one possession at a time. Don't worry too hard. He said, we can't get 4 points in possession. I mean, it's near impossible. So they're just trying to get each possession, add points to that scoreboard.
Yeah, this third quarter, KMC is going to have to play tough defense. They're going to have to finish on the rim, and they're going to have to make their free throws, especially if East starts fouling late in this fourth quarter.
Johnson pass to Powers, in off the backboard. Great shot.
That's a great 1-2 combo between Powers and Johnson. Both of them formerly point guards. They both take the role on this team, and they just have that little bit of connection.
And Barry on the shot, as that is good. 40-37, KMC leads by one possession. This game continues to stay tight. 7:20 left in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, KMC hasn't seemed to be able to string this out and take a big lead. East has come back every time with a big-time shot or a big-time bucket or a big-time stop. And
Johnson tried saving that ball, and I thought it was in. It appears it was not, as the official called him out. And Daniels checks in for Charles. KMC just trying to hold East. Just trying to each possession, trying to hold them to no points. Let's see what Coach Eck has cooked up. Oh, Powers with the steal. Great little.
Yeah, Powers there with a good poke. He got the steal on the. He was able to poke it out, but he's not able to get the steal as he got called for a foul on loose ball.
And Berry brothers have been great all night. Together, they've just been creating opportunities for their team. Martinez makes a man fall as no good. Keller with the rebound. Johnson from three. Good. That is where Johnson cooks.
That was a huge shot there by Johnson. And we were waiting for it. He finally delivered with a big clutch three to put the Crusaders up by a 6-point lead.
You're exactly right. And just like a hit from the tee box, Johnson delivering it onto the green. A huge shot for the Crusaders. Exactly what they needed, a burst of energy going into this timeout.
Yeah, that was a very clutch shot by Corbin on transition. He did it. He's done very good this game in order on the offensive side. He's been off a little bit from three, but as seen there, it looks like he could be heating up in this fourth quarter, which will give the Crusaders a big impact on the offensive side.
You're exactly right. And not only was that just a long shot, but Johnson's shot is just a crisp, clean, smooth shot. Put that thing in a museum, you know? Just beautiful, perfect.
This is a big defensive possession for the Crusaders.
And whistles are called.
Yeah, this reffing crew has been a little touchy this game, but they've been very consistent and very good.
And Barry heads to the line. as he nails the first. East 5 of 7 from the line tonight. Powers on the rebound. And Barry against Johnson. Johnson trying to come up with a stop for his team, up by 5. This is still a very close game. Martinez. Johnson with the steal.
Daniels had a very good D. He was able to cut him off baseline.
And
Keller there with the shot. He took one extra dribble and had it got blocked, but still Crusader ball, and they're looking to score here.
And Powers on the inbound pass. Off the hands of Keller. No good. As East will retake possession. The Berry brothers once again have been nice tonight, just been able to create all those opportunities for each other and their teammates. As Daniels almost came away with the steal right there, as that eventually hit out of bounds. And Charles checking in for the sophomore Keller.
Daniels with that electric speed is trying to cause a lot of turnovers. He's been good so far.
Barry on the long 3 as that one is good. Breathing some life into this East offense. 43-41, 5:15 left in the fourth quarter. Daniels maneuvering the floor. Pass to Johnson. Trying to create something for his team. Trying to be a leader in this moment. Charles. Shot no good. And
Dingball with the tip. It got called on the tip.
Thigval will head to the line. KMC 9 of 21 from the free throw line. That's rough.
And the struggles continue. Stingball misses his first.
And Thingval on his second. And
that was a big free throw right there. Put this game at a 2-possession.
And Thingval, 11 points on the night. Pretty solid, but I mean, this team is an all-around scorer. I mean, everybody on this team can have a great night, and we're seeing that right here. Johnson with 17 points and just creating opportunities for this team as he gets another rebound right there.
Daniels with a very good D right there. Forced Barry into a tough shot.
Thingval on the shot. No good as a man hits the ground. That was Martinez. Charles trying to use the opportunity. No. As that will be KMC's ball.
Good shot by Charles. Just needed to finish around the rim.
44-41, 4:08 left in the game. KMC leading by 3 points. Trying to add to that. Thingval shots, no good. And Barry moving his team down the court. His brother Jamari with the shot. No good. Thingval rips that one away.
Very physical rebound there by Thingval. Oh, that was very impressive. And a big rebound right there to keep the game at a 2 possessions.
Johnson guarded by Barry. Thor Daniels around the wing, trying to make a man miss. Johnson with the baseline jumper, good! KMC leads by 5.
As I said earlier in the game, Johnson's pull-up is one of his best strong suits when he's able to elevate and get that shot off quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Standing 6'3", Corbin Johnson, not the tallest guy out there, but he can shoot, and he can, like you said, elevate himself and get up over defenders and create that shot. And that is East basketball. And that is Thingvall's 4th of the night as he is approaching foul trouble. Coach Steve Eck will check him out for Blaze Dalian, the freshman. And Martinez guarded by Johnson. Pass out to White and to Barry. Good. Ishmael Barry with a key shot for his Blue Aces.
That was a very good driving kick. They were able to move the ball just around the perimeter and get a wide open shot.
Now this game 46-44. It's getting close. It's a nail biter right here. And when I talked to Thingvall earlier, overcoming adversity is a key thing, and he said that this team does not have one star. Not one person the team has to rely on each and every night. Said they can bounce it around. They can go to himself. They can go to Johnson. They can go to Powers. They can go to Charles. I mean, each of those guys have the ability to score and just create something out of nothing. And that's just what makes this team so special. And obviously, Peyton, you were on the team last year when they advanced to the state championship game, and unfortunately losing to Andover. What do you think that this team possesses the same qualities of a state championship team?
I believe that they have a very good shot at it. Of course, losing Will Antier was a big factor in the state run last year, but they were returning almost everybody else, and as long as they're able to continue to score, I believe that they do possess the qualities to go that far again.
Exactly right, as Thingvall finds a way to score right there.
Powers with the drive on the baseline there, very effective, was able to get a very good pass to Thingvall on the cut for a nice little bucket.
And Barry trying to will his team back for a comeback. Down by 4. Martinez triple teamed as that ball goes out of bounds, and KMC takes possession.
That was very good D right there by the Crusaders. He was able to force another turnover.
And Powers taking the ball out for the Crusaders. Double teamed. Dalian off the hands, goes out of bounds. That's just a crucial mistake by the freshman. Needs to hold on to that.
Yeah, it seems to be quite a few of those. Just balls just going right through the Crusaders' hands this game. And they've had quite a few turnovers, but they've been able to hold strong on the defensive side, and that's allowed them to have a 2-possession lead.
You know, some of those balls they'll want to have back. If this game gets close, those will be some key errors that KMC missed. And Keller on Barry, shot no good. Martinez tried to rebound that, and he was unsuccessful. Charles on the quick dish from Thingvall as KMC retains possession.
That's a very good movement down the court. Just wasn't able to finish on the rim. As I said, this has been a struggle for the Crusaders tonight.
Yeah, you're right. They've been creating opportunities on defense and then transitioning into offense and just been struggling. And I think that's a testament to this strong, aggressive East High defense, just stopping KMC at every turn. And Corey Daniels checks in for Will Thingvall. And Johnson Passing it to Thingvall. Thingvall. KMC will retain possession on that one.
Yeah, not so good pass there by Thingvall. But KMC got lucky there and is able to retain possession.
It was almost like he wanted to go up with that one, but decided last minute to pass, and it was not effective. As Powers is in trouble, ball out of bounds, KMC ball. And a timeout is called by the Crusaders as they will talk things over.
Yeah, another example of really good defense by the Aces. They were able to force almost a turnover there by Powers.
And up by 4, a little bit over a minute left. KMC trying to hold on for dear life. I mean, up by 2 possessions. This could be a crucial win for KMC. It could be a monumentous victory. A turning point in the season almost, showing that they're that next caliber team in the City League.
Yeah, they've had 3 amazing games so far, and this will be a 4th game that they'd love to have in the books going in. And starting off the season 4-0 is always a good, strong, especially going up against one of the very good teams in Southeast. They were able to put a really good, they were able to beat them pretty well. They played amazing defense that game, and they were able to hit shots. The shots just maybe aren't falling this game, but the defenses look the same, but really physical and really tough D.
And Thingvall double teamed, ball out of bounds, as that will go in KMC's favor. Another ball going back to the Crusaders. And like you said about the previous games before this one, KMC has won by more than 33 points in each of its last 3 games, and that is an impressive stat right there, just showing their pure dominance. I mean, only up by 4. This is definitely not a runaway.
Yeah, that just shows true testament to the Aces defense, and this is their first true test to see if the Crusaders can handle and maybe make it back to the same position they were in last year.
Martinez on the fast break off the steal as he is fouled, and he will head to the line. 51 seconds left in the game. Barry limping. Looks like he took a little bit of a fall there. And East has been 5 of 8 from the line tonight. Pretty solid. But those are some shots that they might have wanted to have back.
Yeah, Dingvall looks like he just picked up his 5th foul, and he will be out.
And that's not a player that KMC would like to lose. He's been a key difference maker all night long. 13 points isn't a testament to all that he's done on the court. He's just moving coast to coast all night long and showing his speed, his agility, and his strength of leadership.
East missed both there, but they get their offensive board.
Big shot by Barry, as it is good. Ishmael Barry, big shot, and now his team is down by 1.
That was a huge shot right there. He's able to put him in a 1-possession game. This possession right here for the Crusaders will be huge. It's been a testament to see if they can truly get the job done.
And last year, Peyton, KMC undefeated until they faced Heights at Heights. And that was just a key loss in the season, and KMC was able to rebound from that, eventually going undefeated after that game until the state championship game, which is obviously a win that they would, or a game that they would like to have back. But Peyton, tell me how important this game is on the grand scale of the season.
So this game is looking to be big, not only in City League standings, but also in playoff standings. They're looking to hopefully get a higher seed in order to have the home court. And this is just a game that the Crusaders could not let slip through their fingers. They're hoping, hopefully, as well to beat Heights, that's a big upcoming game. And this is the one game that they just can't let slip.
And East on the full court press. Powers moving it, double teamed as he is fouled. And
Here's
sent
where
to
the
the line.
Crusaders need to score. They need to make these free throws. They need to not struggle from the line right now in order to finish this game out.
And KMC 10 of 23 thus far as Powers knocks down his first.
KMC subs in Charles.
And another key shot for Powers as he knocks down his second. KMC up 3 points. And they just have to hope, Hayden, that Ishmael Berry does not hit another long three as he attempted that one, but no good. Corey Daniels on the rebound. 20.7 seconds left.
That was good D by the Crusaders. They were able to get a hand up on that shot, and it did not fall. Daniels also with a very important rebound. These free throws right here are very important, as if he makes them, it'll put it into a 2-possession game.
And Daniels feeling the pressure, hits his first.
Daniels is a very good free throw shooter, and is somebody, and it's probably the reason why Coach Eck subbed him into the game for his good guard skills and his exceptional free throw shooting, as he makes both.
And Daniels not feeling the pressure at all, able to calm himself down and hit those shots as Martinez is on the ground. And both teams, both sides, getting into it. Tempers are starting to boil over.
Yeah, looking to get a little chippy. With all physical this game has been. The KMC student section is really getting into it right now. Tempers are flaring.
And with 12.6 seconds left, KMC fans are feeling this victory. Even though the game is not ended, up by 2 possessions is huge with this time left. East is going to need to hit the shot and foul, trying to create those opportunities for themselves. It's a tricky situation right here for them, and not a position I would want to be in as their coach.
It looks like technicals will be assessed here. I'm not entirely sure on who. We'll soon get those.
And Barry receives his 5th personal foul on the technical. He's been a key player for this team.
Seems also to be a technical assessed on Tegan Charles.
And KMC with the ball, East with the ball. Trying to create any type of shot here, preferably a 3-pointer. And Martinez, clock winding down. Barry's shot is blocked. However, a foul is called. Johnson wishing he could have had that one back.
These are really big free throws right here. If he's able to make all 3, it makes it a 1-score game and potentially take the lead with a 3.
Barry just trying to calm himself down. High pressure situation here as he nails his first. And KMC calls a timeout to reassess things. 7.7 seconds left. Not much you can do there when you're losing by 4 points. I mean, Peyton, what do you think will be the outcome?
I don't know if East is going to try to do this, but they might try to purposely miss this in order to get another bucket. But the other way they play this out is they try to make both these free throws and then foul immediately and hope that one of the free throws gets missed at the line, and then they're able to come down, hit a three, and tie it. Or potentially both free throws gets missed and they come down, hit a three, and win it.
And that is a tough situation right there for them. And KMC just has to hold on to this W. And as you see, KMC keeping in most of their starters besides Corey Daniels. Like you said, he's a key free throw shooter for this team.
Yeah, they'll be looking to get the ball inbounded to most likely Johnson, Powers, or Daniels. But if they're not able to, they might throw the deep ball to Keller or Charles. Charles has struggled from the line tonight, so I assume they're going to try. East are going to try to foul him, but also the Crusaders are going to try to get the ball into Daniel or Powers' hand, as they have been really good from the line tonight.
And Ishmael Berry with the game on the line for the Aces. Hits it. And this is a 3-point game. And folks at home, just watch for the purposeful miss by Berry, like Peyton said. As he hits that one, it's a 2-point game here at Cape and Mount Carmel.
East just used, I believe, their last time out, and they're hopefully just setting up a game plan in order to foul here or get a quick steal in order or to get another bucket.
2 points. I mean, KMC just trying to hold on once again. I mean, East has been in this situation earlier in the season where they came out on the bottom. They lost against West in their season opener, 51-50, similar to this situation.
Yeah, the East High Aces have been in quite a few tight games already this season, and they're looking to hopefully pull out a win here. They're down by 2. This has been nothing new for them. This is they've been in a couple of these, and they're well-versed, experienced team that are trying to pull this out.
And for KMC, this could be a turning point in the season if they lose. And either way, I know that Coach Eck will find a way to fire up his team in a win or a loss, and they'll be able to overcome any adversity. Pass to Keller as Powers is fouled.
These free throws right here, they're huge. Huge. He's able to make both. That is, it's going to put them at a 2-score game, and that's going to be big. That's going to be very hard to come back for if you're the Aces.
And Keller on for the 2 shots. Seeing if he can extend this KMC lead. And Adams checks in for the Aces. Keller's first shot is good.
KMC, these last 4 or 5 free throws have been pretty solid.
And that brings the ratio to 15 and 28. A little over 50% there.
As Keller makes both. KMC is probably going to try to put some full court pressure a little bit here and then fall back into a man. They're going to try to not give up a big 3, try not to foul, but they're going to try to put the full court defense up in order to wind the clock a little bit.
And you're right, KMC trying to keep the clock in their favor and dribble this one out to victory. Up by 4, 2 possessions. That's a solid lead with this amount of time remaining. And you know whatever Coach Eck is drawing up will be a good play.
Aces are coming out with a 4-cross set. I assume 2 of them are going to go deep and 2 of them are going to try to come up and get the ball.
And Martinez, the ball carrier, tries to make the 3. No good. Daniels on the coverage as there's 0.2 seconds remaining. And I'd say no point in playing that timeout, but you have to play until the final buzzer.
Yeah, Daniels was able to pick him up a little bit past half court in order to wind the clock, force a bad shot.
And the the junior just showing his defensive ability. Corey Daniels, I mean, he's not the tallest guy on the court, but he might be the fastest, being able to go coast to coast and play that strong defense, go up for those jump balls.
Yeah, this fourth quarter, Kapaun has really come alive with the free throws. Corbin just scored his 20th point in the night. I believe that is a career high this season. And and
Johnson for his second is good. KMC wins 56-50. And what a game here. It was a nail biter towards the end, Peyton. And I'm sure KMC can breathe a breath of fresh air after that one. From Cape Mount Carmel, I'm Andrew Greer.
I'm Peyton Gosh.
And have a good night.